Hey, Derek Stupski here from Stupski Fitness. If you're just starting off on a fitness routine, you're just starting a new fitness journey, wanting to get in better shape, possibly lose some weight, I want to congratulate you because that is absolutely fantastic. I've compiled 3 very, very simple tips that you can apply to your fitness routine right now to help accelerate those results. The first one that we're going to talk about is programming. Programming is simply taking exercises and implementing them into our fitness routine. So now we have to decide strategically which exercises are we going to be putting into our routine to make sure that we can ultimately get in better shape and lose that unwanted weight. You have the people on one end that will tell you to do a lot of cardio, and the other people that tell you you need to be doing weight training. Reality, you need to be doing both. Blend those two together. And don't spend 45 minutes on the elliptical or the treadmill. What you should be able to do is spend a quality 8 to 12 minutes of working in short, intense bursts with timed rest periods. So if you want more information on that, go ahead and email me. I'll be more than happy to help you out with that. But short, intense bursts will allow you to actually burn more fat as opposed to spending 45 minutes to 60 minutes on a treadmill or elliptical, just kind of moving along. On the other hand, we're talking about resistance training or weight training. What is very, very important to understand is that you need to develop the proper movement patterns before worrying about the muscle groups themselves. So a movement pattern, for instance, would be a push and a pull, and we need to complement those movements to build a more symmetrical body, which will lower our chance of injury, but also accelerate and increase our chances of getting great results. So if we're going to push like a bench press horizontally, if we're going to push, we need to pull. So the more we push, the more we need to pull. Like I said, it creates a symmetrical body, lower the chance of injury, increase results. So to wrap up our little programming segment, short bursts of cardio, complementary weight training movements that will ultimately get you on the path to success. All right, so the second tip is going to be nutrition. And I understand that nutrition can be very overwhelming, especially when we start talking about the in-depth stuff, macronutrients, calorie intake, etc., etc. So what we want to do is simplify nutrition to make it work for you. 2 simple tips to do that. One is to drop the D word, diet, Atkins diet, South Beach diet, Weight Watchers, whatever it might be. We have to understand that we're on a diet right now. A diet, by definition, is just what you consume on a traditional or regular basis. So if we can start changing our lifestyle in hand, our diet will ultimately change. And the second tip that I can give you is to be practical and not perfect. I see a lot of people fail on their diets because they want to go cold turkey and they want to be eating super clean all the way through. Great, I would love to see somebody do that, but in reality, we know that life will get in the way. So if you want to have a glass of wine, you have a glass of wine, not 2 or 3. If you're watching football on Sundays and you want to have a slice of pizza, have a slice of pizza. Don't have 3, 4, 5, or the whole freaking pie. It's very, very simple. Cut down the portion sizes, be practical, not perfect, and drop the D word. Understand that you are eating to fuel your body. You're not going to be eating pleasure. So the third and final tip that I want to share with you is accountability. We are held accountable every single day. We have to obey the laws, we have to go to work, we have to pay our bills, we have to take care of our family. The list goes on and on. But now when we're talking about creating a healthier lifestyle for ourselves, self-accountability is absolutely huge. Now, there's a couple ways that you can go about creating more self-accountability. One of my favorite ways to do it is to log, journal, write it down, whatever you want to call it. I structure my day from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed and everything in between, and make sure that I prioritize what needs to get done that day and structure that into my schedule to make sure that it does get done. You know, so many people say, oh, I didn't have time to work out, or I didn't have time to prepare my food. Well, if you structure out the day and make sure that those things that are important to you are scheduled in there, then there should be no excuse for you to not get it done. Secondly is to set goals. You know, so many people set goals without deadlines and they wonder why they never reach those goals. So if you put a little bit of pressure on yourself to get those deadlines in and get those goals set, you'll be more likely to hold yourself accountable towards those goals. And the third and final tip when it comes to accountability is simply ask someone to hold yourself accountable. You see, self-accountability can go so far and it's fantastic, but what about the days that you don't want to work out, the days you feel like going off of your meal planning? You know, sometimes we need a swift kick in the pants to get ourselves back up and running again. So someone to lend an ear to, or someone to get you motivated to get moving again. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be hire a fitness professional. You know, this is the type of stuff that we specialize in, is holding you accountable, making sure your nutrition's on task, and giving you a great program to work out in. Now, that was a shameless plug, I will admit, but all in all, if you can put all three of those topics together, your programming, your nutrition, and your accountability, you're going to be so much farther on your way to reaching your goals than you ever thought possible.